Today I'm going to show you how to make a veggie packed lasagna to feed the family. It's so simple to prep ahead and pull out for an easy weeknight meal. This is no ordinary lasagna. This one is packed full of beautiful fresh ingredients like zucchini and pumpkin, but the full list of ingredients is right over here. The first step is to preheat your oven to 180 degrees fan forced. So because this is packed with veg, let's start with those first. We're going to cut down the zucchini and the pumpkin to fit into our lasagna dish. We're going to cut these into 1/2 centimetre thick slices. Now we're going to scoop out the seeds from our pumpkin, and because the pumpkin's a little bit firmer than zucchini, we're going to cut it even thinner, so about 3mm thick slices. And don't throw out those pumpkin seeds either. You can roast them up for a really tasty snack. Now this pumpkin is quite big, so let's cut it down to some more manageable pieces. Now I'm just going to trim off the skin. Again, don't throw this out. You could roast this alongside those pumpkin seeds. It's really delicious. You can customize this lasagna by using other in-season vegetables as well. You could try things like eggplant or mushroom or even sweet potato. Now let's set these aside, and then we'll chop our onion and our garlic as well. Dice your onion and very finely dice your garlic. So all our veggies are nice and chopped, so let's head to the stove top to cook our meat sauce. Heat a large frying pan over medium heat. Every time. There we go. Add your oil, and then we're gonna add our onion and our garlic, and we're gonna cook that, stirring occasionally for about 5 minutes, or until that garlic is really nice and aromatic and the onion is softened as well. Now let's add in our mince. You want to cook your mince for about 8 minutes or until it's really nice and well browned. That caramelization means extra flavour in your final dish. That meat is looking beautiful and caramelized, so we're going to add in our pasta sauce and our passata, then reduce the heat to low, bring it to a boil and let it simmer for about 10 minutes or until it's a little bit thickened. This is looking so lovely and thick now, so I'm going to add in some of the sage leaves. And if you didn't want to use sage, you could use basil or parsley instead, whatever you like. And we're just going to remove that from the heat. So now to make the cheese bechamel, all I'm going to do is mix together the ricotta, an egg, and 2/3 of that cheese. This is such a great way to make a cheese-style sauce for your lasagna. It adds all of the creaminess, but without the cooking. Don't forget to season this as well. Seasoning every element of your dish as you go will mean that it ends up really balanced. And it's time to get layering. I've got a greased dish here, and to that I'm going to add 1/2 cup of that minced mixture, followed by lasagna sheets. Now we're going to follow that with 1/3 of the minced mixture, 1/3 of the ricotta, 1/3 of the pumpkin, and 1/3 of the zucchini. Now we're going to add our pasta sheets on top of that, and then repeat that layering process twice more. So the layering is all done now, so we are so close to putting this in the oven, but first we're going to cover it with some baking paper and then foil. Then we're going to bake it for 1 hour and 15. That lasagna is ready for the oven now. And don't forget that we still have some cheese and some sage left, so after 1 hour, you'll need to take this out, take off the foil and the baking paper, add those on and cook it for another 15 minutes. So it's been 1 hour and 15, so let's check on our lasagna. Ooh, looks good. That cheese is melted and golden on top, and those sage leaves are really beautiful and crisp. So let's take it out, and then we'll check it's ready by piercing it with a knife. We're going to grab a small sharp knife and pierce that, and if it easily goes through, which it does, it's done. Now, if you can bear to wait, allow the lasagna just to sit for a little bit so that cheese firms up and it makes it so much easier to cut. And there you have it, a super easy, delicious prep ahead meal that the family will love.